Hey boys and girls, so I thought I'd try and take on the athlete bots on chess.com, see if we can do them all in one sitting. Why not? It's early morning, it's 7 AM here. First one is Larry Fitzgerald Jr. and he's played the centre game. Wonderful. You can have queen takes or knight out queen takes so we can develop the tempo. This doesn't walk into that because I can take it with the knight. That's another idea, but it's a bit of a one-move threat. Let's develop the knight. I can now move my knight with tempo against the queen. I can also pin the knight here and prepare to castle. This is a developing move, so on paper it's better. If my knight goes here, what are its prospects? I don't really know. So let's pin. All right. If I take here and pawn takes, he's messed up his pawns. If queen takes, I win this pawn, don't I? The queen can't come here. I take, what's he got? Oh, he's got this pawn. So let's get castled. Principles, principles, principles. We're well ahead in development. I've got two minor pieces out. Okay. I can just take that. So if queen takes, I've got rook e8. Winning material. And we'll take the queen. Happy days. I now have queen here or here, pins the knight on the king. He can defend with bishop or pawn to f4, but it doesn't really help him because I can attack the pin piece with the pawn, putting pressure on the pin piece. The knight cannot legally move, so he's going to lose more stuff now, and now the bishop has to move. Alright, I'm inclined to fianchetto this bishop, but I've also got bishop f5 targeting the c2 pawn. You can just move it out of the way. Or you can do that. Gosh. Okay, now I'm up basically kind of a rook for a queen. My opponent still has both bishops, so you know, we're not out of the woods. Could try and trade off that rook. But that hangs this pawn, so another idea is to try and slip the queen in here. Quite like that idea actually. This pawn here is pinned. Okay. So if check here, rook d8 check, I can win this pawn. Hang on, so check, that's forced. Here, king has to go here or here. He can't go there because queen takes and it's mate. So check, forced, check, pretty much forced. Yeah, I can then just take off the rooks and win myself some pawns. He might sweep up some pawns on this side of the board as well. I also have that. Oh! Well, that's a surprise. Yep, wasn't quite ready for that. So I think I've got to be a bit careful now actually, because if I take and rook takes, I could get back ranked, which is not good. So I also have this. But after he takes, again, I've got the same problem. Now I've got myself into a pickle, haven't I? Definite pickle. Did not count on this move. Okay, my queen is now under threat, and there's a back rank danger. So I might be forced to give up my queen here. Unless I can find some kind of resource. Nope, can't see anything. Alright. This is a fork on king and bishop, so at least we can eradicate the bishop pair. Takes, he's going to end up with a loose pawn here. Alright, we've got a same coloured bishop ending. These pawns all being in place is a good thing against the king, because the king just cannot approach them from the front. This pawn here is weak as well. My opponent's king is quite active though. But the bishop can't defend both of these pawns, so this pawn I think will have to move. Just going to activate my king now. And again. So I've got here a 4 and a 3. He's got a 3, a 1 and a 2. That's better for us. Okay, I'm going to stick my bishop here so it keeps eyes on that pawn, tying this bishop down. Okay, I think the king can just press up into the centre. And we're looking okay. Interesting tactics there, wasn't it? Just block this pawn now, stops the bishop coming in there. I always have this check. So there are two weak pawns here, and they're both on dark squares, and they're both blocked. So the idea is going to be to get my king over. And I can't see any reason not to do that now. This will force the bishops off. He's got to go here. And now they're there. 1, 2, 5 moves. I think we're okay. The other thing as well is I can just force the pawn past. I think that might even be a quicker way to do it. Okay, now this pawn is completely unopposed. There we go. The king can't do anything. He needs to be using his pawns now, not his king. Right, so made a bit of a meal of that one. But the job is done. I get to go here now. To defend the pawn he has to go there, but now I get queen number 2. There's no risk of stalemate. Check, he's only got one move, and that's mate. Okay, good game. Next spot, Jaylen Brown, NBA. Okay, what have you got, Jaylen? Okay, let's go Charlie. He should take. Good. Let's give him another bite at the cherry. He declines. Okay, well now I can recapture my pawn with a centralized knight and tempo. That pawn is defended. My knight can come out now with ideas. Bishop stays there for the time being. Okay, out she comes, now attacking this, so it's bishop out in castles is okay. Rook b8 is a thought followed by bishop here maybe, but yeah, kind of one move itis. This knight is defended by the pawn. We are looking good. That's the castle. Principles. Okay. Pushing the pawn, now comes the tempo on the queen. Makes some sense. This knight's undefended now. Okay, this is okay. He's attacking the. Let's do this. Defends this pawn. Defends the knight. This is now definitely an idea. That's undefended. I might want to push this at some point, but let's press on with the knights. Yep. Okay, this pawn is undefended, so I'm going to defend it. Okay, queen f6 now. Will cause him a headache. And push the pawn. Oh. Check. There's two legal moves or blocks of the pawn. Blocks of the pawn doesn't. Alright, in fact my knight's still on prise, so. I retreat the knight, queen takes, knight takes, that's okay for me. Knight in as well. Bishop takes with development. Knight in and he kicks me. I can trade queens. Let's try that. Takes, he's got bishop takes, defends this pawn. I'm feeling pretty comfortable. Bishop there or there is okay. Let's trade off. I feel like I'm better. Bishop targets c2, which is undefended. That knight takes. That bishop takes. Bishop has to defend this, so can we press up and annoy the hell out of this bishop? There's no castling now for white. And now I can just slip a rook in here and win, sorry, a knight in there and win the rook. If he takes, I can still take. Oh. Ah! No. Miscalculation again. The computers are taking me apart. If I drop my knight back here, takes G takes. It's less than ideal. I'll come back here. I might swing around there and try and attack the bishop. I have a check as well. No, I don't anymore. But I can drop my bishop in here. Knight could swap itself off. Okay, I'm a pawn up. This is an idea. I think it's a good idea still. King can't go there. Alright, let's double your pawns. Attack with a rook. think I can do that. Might drop it in here. What can he do? He can attack with the king. I have g5 if I want it. Attacks with the king. Can always come back there anyway. Yeah. Coming back here hits this pawn again. Not that I need it really. Okay, 2 pawns up. Let's go rook on the open file. Alright. It's going to bring my king towards the centre now. Okay, I think I can afford to lift this rook. I still control the open file, so that's alright. Okay, he's defending there. There, knight takes, pawn takes. I've got 2 attackers on that. Right, he's decided not to compete. Okay, I've got a check here, but then king there or there. This is the move, isn't it? It's a fork on king and rook. So he's going to have to give up a rook for a knight. There you go. No reason to capture there. I've got now a passed pawn. Is there a quick finish here? Looking for like a ladder mate. Let's get the king in. I'm +4 now, so I'm up 2 pawns and an exchange. This threatens the pawn and the rook. So this he takes, I take back. Yeah. Then this pawn can come forwards and defend my other pawn. Alright, he's failed to defend the pawn. Let's attack this one. Snatch it. A lot of kind of pointless rook moves going on. Lift my king up. Okay, king can't go here or here. If I go check, he's going to come forwards. Let's just build my pawns up here. There he goes. Okay. I'm up a lot of material, so I'm even thinking about giving up a pawn. If I go here, rook takes, I take, king takes. Rook here wins a pawn back, so. There we go. Now the king's got no squares here at all, but I can't really give check. So let's carry on. That would be a bad idea, wouldn't it? Because of knight here. So I'm just going to move my king. Yeah, didn't calculate that one through. Attack the knight and the pawn. Now there's no fork because the king and rook are on opposite colours. Give check now, force the king back. And check again. Back on the open file. That would again be a mistake because of the knight fork. Just got to be careful. Try and keep them on opposite colours. That's probably better. Opposite colours, thank you. And now the pawn is mine. I'm just checking because they're on the same colour. I don't want to... Okay. And again, now we have pawns that can dash for the line. Let's try and get the knight off. No, he's not interested in that. Okay, what's he want to do? He wants to come down here, so I think whatever it is, it's too slow. He can even have the rook. You can have the rook. Okay, I'll attack the knight now. Give check. Save the pawn. Got to watch out for these two squares. I can't get there in a hurry. The knight is now lost. This pawn can't move, so we've got to be a little bit careful about back rank ideas. Sorry, stalemate ideas. Okay, I'll get a queen. Okay, probably time just to get another queen. Simple, brutal, but I also have this potential as well. Maybe bring the queen down. Nah, just brutal, full frontal approach. He's got a square. And another check. Not too challenging, this one. And I've got this is mate. There we go. Alright, next bot. Gordon Hayward. You a ball player as well? I've got the white pieces now, look at this. He's rated 1350. Okay, you've got a Sicilian. I'm going to go Smith-Morra. Obviously. D6, okay. All normal moves so far. I'm going to castle. Not worried about b5. I drop back to b3. Tummy's rumbling now. Might not make it through all of these without breakfast. Let's see. Might not make it through all of these. Okay, knight e7. This is a thought. This bishop now can't currently move, so it's always a question in the Smith-Morra where you put this bishop. It tends to have options. Get queen here, so what I'm going to do is play my rook to c1. This is technically an open file. Ah, shall I blunder a bishop? Ah! Curse you, Gordon. Right. Should be a bit more careful. Right, come on then. So I'm a pawn and a bishop down now. Yes. Slightly improve my rook. Okay, this isn't too bad. I'm going to bring my bishop. I could go here because this pawn's defended only by the queen right now. I'll go straight there. I could have dropped back and see if he wanted to play this. Okay, so pushes forwards. Let's keep the bishop's options open. This is definitely an idea. Okay, here I've got threats of that. This is a discovery on the queen. Go there, where's she going to go? That attacks the pawn that's undefended. Then I have a nice check forcing the king to move. Check. If I move my bishop, my queen defends the pawn. Check, the king's going to come here or here. That attacks the knight. What have we got? There, let's say king comes here. Kind of out of reach of this bishop. Check there, I have to move my knight again, right? Question is it worth giving up this pawn for removing his castling rights? He's already got a bad bishop. It makes that rook worse and slow to enter the game. The king will be on the e-file. I think it's worth it. Gut instinct says it's worth it. Okay, I think I need to come back now. He's taken. Now attacking this knight, so he hasn't got time to take the pawn. Right, this is not a beautiful position for black. Let's move the bishop. This does two things: defends the pawn, attacks the knight. Right. This knight's not doing an awful lot, but maybe you can just hold tight for now. That's attacked once. If I can attack it again, now that is a problem because it blocks the queen's defense of the pawn on a2. Feels like there's a lot of opportunities here. I'm still quite a lot down in material. Queen there would be good. Just something like this. Check. He has to go here. I win the rook. Here I attack the knight. He's got that. Which is a three-way defense. So it doesn't really work. The knight prevents me from going there. There's something here, I know there is. Something telling me this knight has to play a role. Now that my queen's moved across, she still defends that. Okay, so what's that about? Knight still covers this. Doesn't work. Okay, knight here hits the queen. Also puts two attackers on that. What can possibly go wrong? So for the queen to defend this pawn, just go there. Okay. Now a3. Traps the queen. No. So I was looking at this, but then my queen can't come in. Knight defends c8. Hit the queen again. She can just retreat. That would be nice if this bishop wasn't defending the pawn. So maybe I should just press up with the pawns. It's pressure. Ding 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 diggy ding ding. Okay, now so the queen no longer defends his pawn, so my thought is I can take with the bishop or the knight. The queen defends that knight. My feeling is the knight is the better piece, so I'm going to win that pawn. Okay, if I take queen takes. Right, he's trying to castle now. Take queen takes. There may be a checkmate, but no, actually bishop can block it. I was thinking about sacking the queen for the rook. It's like takes, takes. Then my knight has to move though. Oh, but then I can take there. And if bishop takes, I have queen takes. Yeah, that might work. Ah! Let's hide in the corner. Okay, I'm -3, so hang on. Takes, bishop takes, queen takes, rook takes, takes here. Does not quite work, but interestingly, he's moved his blooming rook, so he can't castle now. This king is starting to run out of squares, yeah? Let's play knight here. Opens up ideas for my queen, but also threatens that, which is a fork on queen and rook. And bishop. Okay, I do this. If you trade queens, I'm now up in material, funnily enough. Okay, you attack my pawn. I'm going to block it. I will trade bishops, given the opportunity. No? Okay. All right, we're back in the game, boys and girls. Think we push up with pawns. Got both rooks on light squares, so I need to watch out for alignment issues. That's not a problem. That's a very nice knight now. Okay, I think King E again needs to start to make progress. Okay, pressure. Again, just improving the king. This knight's on an outpost now. Controlling some dark squares around here. I'm up in exchange. Exactly. So what I'd like to do is trade my knight for one of these bishops. This is a thought, hits the bishop, that's defended. You can't go there, can't go there. There we go. I put a rook behind the pawn. Just threaten to go up with the b pawn. Oh. Bishop's trapped. Do we take straight away? What do we do? What do we do? If I take, get a queen, rook takes, probably. Well, yeah, rook takes. And then I can just trade off rooks and win. There we go. Alright, and now I can put my rook here on the 7th rank. No need to give up the pawn, just push, push. Okay. Wins a pawn. And we're just going to sweep up now. You can't defend both of these. And I have a pretty free run now. Okay. If the king was on either of these squares, I'd have a bishop fort, but I can't really force the king onto there. If I go here, he's not going to go there, so here bishop can go there. Just push the pawn up. I'm quite pleased with that fight there. Notice the promotion square is dark. He's going to go here. No, he's not. That's a fork. King only has one square, interestingly. Okay, now he also has a square. And the next move is a ladder mate. Okay. Well, made a bit of a meal of that one. Okay, Chidobe Awuzie. Sounds like a Nigerian name, eh? Rated 1400. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. King's Pawn opening. What you gonna do? He's gonna play the Spanish. Okay, I'm gonna play the Fianchetto variation. Proceed with the plan. Defends his pawn. Ideas. Is this knight coming? I think knight here just prevents that move. H6 is the thought here. I'm going to tickle the bishop. No, I think castles is alright. I might tickle the bishop again. If he goes here, I can't take with a knight because that's pinned. Also, this pawn is pinned as well. It's got a lot of pinnage going on. I could press up with the pawns, but it's not really my thing. Could press up on the queen side. Queen e8 is the thought. I just drop the king in the corner and then maybe press this bishop up. Just d6. Here he's got 1, 2, 3 attackers. I've only got 2 defenders. Just going to push the pawn, I think. Ooh. Okay, just more pressure. He could come here now. All right. Now this. There. Does the bishop have anywhere to go? Could come here. Then I can take it out with this knight. His knight comes in. I push. Knight can come there though. This is also an idea in a lot of these, just to get rid of the bishop there. Bishop comes here. Yeah, I think I cover every square. I just want rid of that bishop. This bishop can slice right through my position because of all these dark square pawns. Yeah, I'm going to take it out. Right, we've now got semi-open A file. That's not the end of the world. I quite like the look of C5. So bishop B7. But my bishop's got quite good scope on this diagonal. Diagonal. Do 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 do. Just thinking F5 now. Just like, you know, keep the bishop on that diagonal. Opening up lines. I'm going to get a knight on there, that's okay. Oh! Oh! I was not expecting that. C5 is still tempting. Knight can't come in there for now. This is well defended by knights. Thinking maybe just something like this, get the queen and the bishop lined up. Think about maybe sacking on the hook. Because he's got no knight on that side now. So takes, takes, queen takes. Go on, let's do it. We're attacking. Can I wriggle my bishop in somehow? I can wriggle my rook in. Does that help? Then this. Maybe. Check. Ah, undefends the rook. If I sacked it, I don't think my bishop and my knight are useful enough here. Okay, let's defend the rook with the other rook. That's an original idea. H5, H4 hits the knight. This just might eliminate the bishop. Where are you going there? Pin the knight, H5, H4. Very simple. I think that's too, whatever he's doing over there, I don't think he's got time to do it. That forces the knight off the board, I believe. Okay, he's coming after this pawn, eh? But now I'm threatening this. Double check. Double, ooh, ooh, ooh. What's that coming over the hill? Is it a monster? Okay, the knight is mine, and I'm actually a pawn up. But does this win the queen? I can't see a problem with it. Here, what do you do? Queen can only take. She can't do anything else. The knight comes here, I take. Yeah. Oh. Doesn't matter which way around you do it, I don't think. King has to go here or here. Checkmate. Woohoo! That was fun. I like that one. See how it started? We were like really arm wrestling. Okay. Christian Pulisic. Pulisic? Oh, it's me to go. Sorry. 1500 now. And another Siciliano. This is the Smith Murray Gambit. Who are you, the end of the world? Name the movie. Name the movie. You know you got steak coursing for you? Well, this is unusual. We have to remember not to blunder the bishop. That's very important. If the queen comes here, for example. I could just drop straight back. But it feels a bit yawny. Is this one move-itis as well? What am I really threatening? Come in here with a discovery, try and go in there. Queen can't go there. She can go all the way home. She can go wee all the way home. Here, yeah. Aha! Now we've been here before, haven't we? Okay, drops back. Rook c1. Looks nice. Bishop here immediatement. Okay, and the queen can't go there and she can't retreat that way. She goes here, we have queen tension. The tension round. She also wants to defend this against the knight. So I think here she's going to go back here. And I'm not in the mood for trading queens. But I think this gives me optiones. So let's have a look. Okay, bishop here again. She will probably do this. I can win myself a pawn, attack the queen. We trade queens, I threaten this with the knight. Can I prevent the queen from going there? Can I do that? Probably not. So this move is interesting. Let's see what he does, because I think it's, oh, hello. Right, I can't push the pawn because it hangs the bishop. And that is not generally a good idea. Could play queen e2 with double attack on this. What if he pushes the pawn? Queen still defends b2 like we had previously. Defends. Time for this idea again. That old chestnut. I think that knight has to go. That knight's life is forfeit. Okay. That might be an idea. I've got two attackers. And it comes with a tempo on the queen, and it threatens this move too. I'm not sure what you're going to do about that. What are you going to do about that? You take here, I just go in there. Or I can harass the queen yet again. How does she defend this pawn? She can't... Ooh. If I take that straight away, you take the pawn. I give in here, king goes here. I've won a pawn and I've made his king move. Material is still kind of equal, This pawn's defended, that's fine. I can harass the queen further still. I like this just generally. Again, making him lose castling rights. This move is also quite tempting because of that, but the bishop can take. I can't see a problem with throwing this one in. Okay, I'll come back and attack the rook now. King's moved, which is going to inconvenience this rook in particular. So now what we kind of need to do is apply pressure. This applies pressure. That's a nice move. Hits the queen, also targets the g7 pawn. Question is now the time to pull it? It also undefends this knight, but is anything threatening that knight? The knight always has this... Maybe I need to retreat the knight, extract the knight first. Or I could think about something like this, but that hangs that bishop, so... Hanging pawn there, actually. Is that hanging pawn? Shall we? No, because we kind of lose our queen a bit. No, you're right. You are right. Here takes, queen takes, I lose my bishop. So we've got to be a bit careful because both of these pieces are currently undefended. Rook c2 solves a few of our problems. Also might prepare doubling up on there. Let's do that, shall we? Alrighty. You attack my knight. So this kind of one move threat would potentially drop the knight. We don't really want this at all. Now, queen here. I'm threatening ideas of this. I lag. Okay. You've got kind of checkmatey ideas of your own. What about that though? F4 hits the queen. Hangs pawn. That drops my knight, but then I have this. Oof. I don't know. That was maybe a bit rushed. This, I mean, that's mate. So what if I just do this? What's going to happen now? F6? What about this now? You just need to pile on from every possible angle. Takes this. Knight blocks is the only legal move, isn't it? I think I just get all your stuff. All your stuff are belong to us. All right. This gives up the bishop, but I win this one, which ain't too shabby. This is also a move. It's defended by my bishop on c3. Or I just have a simple check. Then king can just go on the back rank again. Or I just push f5. He's going to start having a sniff around. if he tries some funny business. Quite tempted to do this. He's only got 2 legal moves, there or taking the bishop. If he takes the bishop, I take. Then my rooks are thoroughly disconnected. I don't know, I'm going to play it simple, using the checks. Okay, we're out of checks now. Do I come in here and just threaten to move the f-pawn? Okay. We have an offer of trade. Check, forced. This isn't actually mate because I've got an escape. Check here. Win the pawn and protect this. Do I just win that? I think I can afford to do that. Okay, he's preventing this idea. That's what he's wanting to do there. I'd like to do something like that. Could I do this? That attacks the queen and the bishop on c7. I'm +4, I should just be simplifying now. Okay, he checks me. Queen is on prise. Right, now I don't know, it's kind of tense. I'd love to just get the queens off the board. That's what I really want to do. I'll tell you what I want. This and that would do it. I'm up a rook, for goodness sake. This pawn's pinned. If I was to take here, attacks the queen. He just queen takes. That doesn't work. Oh, I can't think anymore. Queen here. Come on, there's something in this. Do it properly. That walked into checks and ugh. That might even be checkmate, that. I don't know. Also, my rooks aren't connected, which makes me nervous. So there's something that I'm missing that I'm just not awake enough to see. I'm drawn to this move, you know. See what Christian's got. The queens are off the board. Okay, and so are some rooks. Well spotted. Okay, but we're still going to be up in material. I'm going to be up a bishop. When all is said and done. That's one's defended, so is there something clever I can do with this? Can I, for example, take out that pawn with check and then save my other rook? It's a desperado move. Okay, and now I can just defend it. Let's put it on the back rank. I'm just gonna... Okay, I'm not up a bishop at all. Material is actually equal. Hell's teeth. How did that happen? I was up a full rook for a pawn. And I've just given up a whole rook when I could have won the bishop back. Well, that was just stupid. That was just full-on dumbass. Okay. Right. Situation. 2 pawns, 1 pawn. He's got 2 central pawns. Okay, I think I want to line up my rook against here. He might want to put pressure on this. This, that, I can move. Oh no, I can take the bishop. Okay, now he's threatening to take this, which, because this one was pinned and not defending. Alright. What now? I'm cross with myself over that. Oh no! You bugger. Arse. Oh, that's right annoying. 2 bishops against a bishop and a rook. And that is not good. So we can't allow it. Okay. There. King moves. At least I win the exchange back. You have to... well, he's going to take one of the bishops. Okay, now I think we come here. We've got an opposite coloured bishop ending, right? I think the draw may be savable now. I'm covering the promotion square. Active king, right? One difference in my favour is that I have 2 connected pawns. Well, that was an odd move. Okay, how does he defend this pawn? Answers on a postcard, please. Oh, cock. Okay, do I defend my own pawn? I do. Because my bishop can do this job. Yeah, it's got kind of a perpetual there. So let's counter-threaten this pawn. Let's threaten this pawn now as well. Okay, right, 1 central pawn against 2 passed pawns on the edge. Okay, I'm going to stick to the dark squares. I'm going to stick my king here. And ain't a damn thing you can do about it. Okay. Do we attack the pawn now? Does he want to come in here and cause mischief? If I do this, is he going to do that? I'm going to push that forward. I'm going to push it again with the idea of defending this pawn with kingy. Threaten that. Cover this. Now I think on paper this is a drawn position. Okay. Now my pawns are completely untouchable. And that was just plain dumb. So what I want to do now is push this pawn. But in order to do that, I have to get my king around to protect it. Here, he's got a check there. Okay, well that doesn't work. And now my pawn's away, and I think this wins. No, it doesn't. And there we have it, guys. Oh, that was ridiculous. So his king never needs to move now. This is now a draw. I cannot force his king to move anywhere. Ain't nothing I can do. All I can do is chase his bishop around the board. Yep, and it's a 50 move nonsense. And the computer is not going to mess this up. Well, what a frustrating game. See, computers, I don't know what it is about Stockfish. It doesn't understand what a draw is. Blunders the pawn, but it doesn't matter. If he takes that pawn, it forces a draw. It's a draw because of insufficient material. Well, highly frustrating. Okay. Really should have won that one. What I think I need to do is I need to go and breakfast myself and take these guys on when I'm in a slightly better place, because I was all over that guy at a couple of points there. Look at that. Ooh! 83 against 86. And I was utterly... Okay, so this was great. And that was a blunder because he just took the pawn. I should have... Okay. Yeah. It's the old... Oh, look at me, I'm winning. And that was just, again, absolutely stupid. Right? Here, what should I have done? Probably just brick over here. Yeah, anything. Anything, it was just winning. Just blundered that utterly, butterly. Stupid. Anyway, there you go. Do you know what? They're not bad actually. They play kind of human-like, these bots so far. So I'm quite enjoying them. Among the better ones on chess.com, I would say. So, yeah. So I mean, still winning here. So in fact, yeah. So that wasn't what was the best move in that situation, because I had a right long think. Okay, h3. Okay. All right. Well, we'll leave it there. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you soon.